Hello world, it's Zilla. It's Mr. Bring You the Scripture so you can see the bigger picture. We're going to jump back into the book of Acts, chapter 9, starting right at the top. The Damascus Road, Saul converted. Then Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and asked letters from him to the synagogues of Damascus, so that if he found any who were of the way, whether men or women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem. As he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly a light shone around him from heaven. Then he fell to the ground, and he heard a voice saying to him, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" And he said, Who are you, Lord?" Then the Lord said, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. It is hard for you to kick against the goads." So he, trembling and astonished, said, "Lord, what do you want me to do?" Then the Lord said to him, "Arise and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do." And the men who journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice, but seeing no one. Then Saul arose from the ground, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no one, but they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. And he was 3 days without sight, and neither ate nor drank. Ananias baptizes Saul. Now there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias, and to him the Lord said in a vision, "Ananias." And he said, "Here I am, Lord." So the Lord said to him, "Arise, go to the street called Straight, and inquire at the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus. For behold, he is praying, and in a vision he has seen a man named Ananias coming in, putting a hand on him, so that he might receive his sight." Then Ananias answered, "Lord, I have heard from many about this man, how much harm he has done to your saints in Jerusalem." Let's read with the Bible text what we just read. Called to be saints. This is the first time believers are called saints. In the Gospel of Matthew, Matthew spoke about the saints of the Old Testament rising from their graves after Jesus' resurrection. Matthew 27:52. But here, this term is being applied to the church in Jerusalem. As far as God is concerned, you who are followers of Jesus Christ are saints. You don't have to be canonized to be a saint. As a believer in Jesus Christ, you are one. Paul told the Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18, that we are called to be saints. St. Charles. What a great ring that has to it. You gotta love it when the Bible bangs it out like that, right, guys? If this blesses you in any way, can you press the buttons? And if you want the rest of the chapter,